Don't forget about that play, bro.
People know that play, bruh.
I know.
That's why I don't run it. I run the
Nah,
counter to it, but people know that play, no cap. Inside stuff. Inside.
CJ Stroud.
Yeah. He threw 8 picks last time he played me, though.
2 8 picks.
Yeah, he threw 8.
One.
Yeah. He ain't beat me in a minute. But this championship game, in the regular season, I blow him out in the playoffs. It's a close game, so. It's going to be. Last season, it was a close game in the division round when I beat him. So. I don't expect a ball. I just expect me to win. I just got lucky.
Okay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They run the option here on 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Willis. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Well, he's already shown on his opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area and they find themselves open and there's another completed pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass. It's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Willis will look to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, here's Miller. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On third down, it's Willis. Steps away to his left, and he'll be stopped short of but about the 28. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to get up and make a stop with the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stroud off the play fake. That one downfield for Dotson. It's caught inside the 25. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. It's Eckler again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebacker being that fleet of foot, do we?
Man, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a fourth down coming up. On fourth down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play. They got a nice design to link the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Willis looking to throw on first down. Finding Miller once more, complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now it's Miller running right. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints had 6 to their lead. Let's go on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. Big yardage that time for Washington. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eckler now between the tackles. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Once more, here's Eckler. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
To throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Foskey just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Now inside the 25, Austin Eckler, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler, 60 yards. And the Commanders are back within a couple of the lead. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a lot's changed in a short amount of time. You had the safety. That led to a touchdown. So their commanding lead, not so commanding anymore as they begin anew with a 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved. call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Willis's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Ready. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-0. 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Stroud. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to die up the long way out there. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Stroud sets up the play action. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action, Willis. Being chased out left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And now an audible here into something else. Quick throw to Olave.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Willis. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and don't have enough confidence to make a play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, Brandon, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Stroud to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. He goes airborne. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 35. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. Willis now off of play action, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Willis will look to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Willis to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Second down throw coming by Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Willis. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his in, only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Man, boy.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Yeah, how long are you on?
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A deep play on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stroud. That is caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion.
Chop, you know I'm not about to talk.
Man,
Come on, bro.
You locked in.
It's no, I gotta look in. Hold on.
Up the middle with Eckler. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And Stroud now to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On third down, here's Eckler. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll change things up. Option handoff here to Miller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him with the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
To the air on first down, here's Willis. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Stroud looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Cine, and they can't bring him down. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. He's to the 15. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 154 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Malik Willis scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Saints are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jamal Agnew. He's inside the 20. And he won't get all the way into the end zone as he's out of bounds, but not before getting it down inside the 10.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They go play action with Willis.
He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, here's Agnew. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Saints are the champions of the NFC. As we say thank you for watching. And good night, everybody.
And that does it for the conference championship.